The Raspberry Pi is the most inspiring computer there is today. It encourages you to experiment with it, creating your own programs, connecting your own electronic circuits to it. And it's cheap enough that if something does go wrong, it's not going to break the bank. So you can afford to experiment with confidence. It's very different to other computers you might have used though, so it can be quite a daunting prospect. It comes as a small green circuit board like this, and you might not know where to begin with it. That's why we wrote Raspberry Pi for Dummies. It gets you started with your Raspberry Pi and introduces you to some of the fun and inspiring things you can do with it. Raspberry Pi for Dummies shows you how to set up your Raspberry Pi, including downloading the operating system and troubleshooting any difficulties you might have, and introduces you to Linux, the operating system used on it, so that you can use both the command line and the desktop environment for managing your files and programs. We'll also show you how you can discover and download great free open source software for the Raspberry Pi. You can use your Raspberry Pi like you can any desktop computer for editing documents, spreadsheets or editing photos, and we'll show you how to do that too. But you can also turn it into a media center for playing video or music, or build websites on it. One of the best things about the Raspberry Pi is that it comes with all the tools you need to create your own programs. We'll show you how you can use Scratch and Python to create games and customize them with your own graphics and level designs. You can also use your Raspberry Pi to connect to your own electronic circuits. We'll show you how you can create physical games, such as Marble Maze, where the Raspberry Pi can detect where the marble is on the game board, or Copycat, where the Raspberry Pi controls a sequence of lights and you have to memorize them and then repeat them back to it. Of course, it's not all about games, but the skills that you acquire in programming and electronics will enable you to build all kinds of applications of your own devising. As you would expect from the For Dummies series, the book is written in a friendly and approachable tone. And we don't assume any prior knowledge. You don't need to know anything about Linux or programming or electronics to start. We'll take you from the very basics, such as what is programming and what is soldering, right up to creating your own cool projects. We concluded the book with some examples of some of the amazing things people in the Raspberry Pi community are doing with their Raspberry Pis, and we hope that this will inspire you to join them. Your Raspberry Pi, together with Raspberry Pi for Dummies, should enable you to have lots of fun experimenting with computer science.